See this right here? This picture here was taken in the hop yards, and the people would go to the valley and go pick hops. And hops, um, they grew on this long, tall vine. They grew on these long poles like tall as this house. And then the native people would go and help pick hops. Well, my grandma, my dad's mom, Pearl Relatus, and her husband, Grandson Relatus, this is where they met. They met in the hop yards over in Salem, Oregon, where they were picking hops. And I always ask Grandma Pearl, where did you meet Grandpa Teuton at? She just started giggling and laughing. I said, why? She said, we all met in the hop yards. Grandpa Teuton Relatus is from the Philippine Islands. He's full-blood Filipino. And that's where they met here, picking hops. And so, but the hops, when they picked them, the hops, they sell them to this company, and the hops, they make beer with that. But all these people from Siletz, Oregon, and I don't know all these people's names in here. I was trying to find Grandpa Pearl, but I don't see her in there, or Grandpa Teuton. I don't see him in here either, but this is where they met. It's like pretty cool, huh?
That's a really old dog.
Yeah, there's probably is a puppy dog in there. Oh yeah, it looks like Lassie. But see in this basket, it's this colored picture right here. You can see the hops in this basket right here.
Lassie?
You know, that's a famous dog was named Lassie. But in this basket right here, you look inside that right there, that's what the hops look like. And they would pick them. So, you can't eat them raw. I think they would taste nasty.
You have to crush them?
Oh, I know that they don't crush them. They picked them off these tall vines. They grew up on these poles right here. And these poles are actually really tall. And the vine would grow up. They would grow up. It's like when you put two sticks together, and then the vines would grow up on those two sticks.
Mom, what did you pick in the fields when you're growing up?
Fresh strawberries. We go pick in the fields, and we do strawberries first. Excuse me, and then when the strawberries were done, then we picked the green beans. When that season was done, then we lived in these outdoor camps, in these little shacks with no electricity and no running water. And then we go pick the next camp. We would go pick plums and loganberries. And then this one farmer called, say, hey, we're going to go pick plums off a tree. And so plums are really good. They're really pretty purple fruit. But what's so cool about when we worked in the fields, we never ate nothing. We're not allowed to eat nothing. Because when you harvest your fruit, your strawberries or green beans, we sold it to the farmer and made money. We got like penny a pound. So, and we would pick the strawberries like in a crate. When you picked them, you had to leave the leaves on and the stem on the strawberries, make it real pretty in the crate. The same with green beans. We put them in a bucket and then put in a big old gunny sack about tall as grandma seems like, and each sack would weigh 100 pounds. Then you on the gunny sack, you tie a knot on top and you take it down the aisle. It's like the green bean aisle like a mile long, and you take the gunny sack full of beans and the farmer put it on a scale. Then you give a little slip of paper, 100 pounds. You can get a little slip of paper to my dad, and then he will save all those little slips of paper. And sometimes we pick 1,000 pounds a day, which is not a lot of money, but we picked a lot of beans.
When did you guys go to the fields and work as a kid?
As a kid, well, Grandma and Grandpa Ben would pick us up. School still be in session. End of May, pick us up in Siletz, Oregon. Pack us all up, and my mom and dad and Uncle Harrison, Uncle Pat would pick us up, and Grandpa have his truck all packed and camper ready to go, and we move out to the farm, Independence, Oregon. And we moved out there when I was really young. I was probably about your age, Nayson, like 8 years old.
8?
Yeah, you're 7 now. You'll be 8 pretty soon. So we would go outside pick, and he'd wake us up 4 o'clock in the morning. My dad would have breakfast ready, him and Uncle Harrison, and have breakfast ready. Yep,
And wake you up.
Wake at 4 o'clock in the morning, it'd be dark outside. But see, in the summertime in the valley, it's hot. So you go pick out. So, and we didn't take no food out there because there's bees out there, so we'll get stung. So, but they had water buckets, and everybody drank out the same water ladle. So they have a bucket of water. When you got done, you got thirsty, you go to that bucket and take there's a water ladle. And you drink water of that ladle. So everybody working on that farm drank out the same water ladle. It's like, oh, not now. We can't do that, but at that time. And so when we would do that, we pick. And then at one camp, when we moved from Independence, Oregon, we moved the next town over, Harrisburg, Oregon. And there we lived into army tents. And we had no running water, electricity there either. And we would swim in a river, take a bath in the cold Willamette River.
What'd you do with the money that you earned?
Oh, I never did see the money. But I know that we got to go buy school clothes at Goodwill. We went Goodwill and Kmart. If we could find our clothes at Goodwill, then we go to Kmart. We love Kmart. Because Kmart on certain days have Blue Light Special. So we get our clothes from there. And so, and then we got to go to movies for a whole nickel. My dad would give us a quarter to go pay for a nickel, to go to the movies for a nickel, and go buy popcorn and pop for a whole quarter. So we got to go movie, popcorn and pop for a quarter. That was cool.
3 quarters.
1 quarter. And then my cousin, he would come pick us up because he was in high school, and we'd go to the movies on Friday. I'd get all dressed up to go to the movies. Like we're going to Sunday school. Get all dressed up in your Sunday best to go out. We always, when we go out, we always have our Sunday, our nice
Who did
clothes
that
on.
to you?